What's up, y'all? No, it's not as dire as the title makes it sound. These are just a couple tips for anybody that may be thinking about going to Howard or may have already applied, been accepted, and already begun the enrollment process at Howard University. Um, First off, a little back information. I was a political science major at Howard 3.5 years. Didn't finish. Um, Monetary uh, limitations got in the way. Let's say that. Um, but that's just where I come from. So I spent 3.5 years at Howard in the environment. I lived at Howard for 3 of my years there. My last semester, I commuted. Um, 'Cause I couldn't get housing. But these are just 3 tips, and how not to let yourself be victimized at Howard in a couple different ways. Um, Number one is the most, I guess you could say, explicit form of victimization, and that's the crime issue in DC. Um, while DC is a safe city, around Howard, you have a residential area and population that you may have never experienced it, but uh, a lot of the residents around Howard, they're gonna look at you as though you're in their neighborhood, you're in their city, but we look down on them. I spoke with several DC residents, and that's their view and opinion of Howard students. It's sad, but the it's the sad truth of of the reality. Um, so you don't want to allow yourself to be uh, prey for anybody out there that may uh, want to, let's say, relieve you of anything of yours, any items you may possess. So number one, don't walk around flashing money, jewelry, expensive cell phones. Uh, it's okay to look fine and have nice things and everything, but you don't have to go broadcasting that to everybody that may be out there. At night, if you're gonna walk somewhere, have a friend walk with you. I personally I never worried about that. Last one I had to go, I just went. I'm from Baltimore, so I don't know, you know, what people's backgrounds are, but if I'm going somewhere, I pray to the Lord and I go where I gotta go. Um, but if you don't feel comfortable, uh, walk with a friend. Have a friend walk with you until you get comfortable, until you get acclimated to the environment. Um, don't if you don't feel comfortable with someone talking to you or whatever, just get yourself out of the situation. Don't stick around, and welcome trouble. Um, and last thing is, they're gonna tell you day one, there are no thugs in college. You're there to get an education. If you're there to play, drug dealer, sell some weed or whatever on the side, or do, whatever. Everybody at college smoke weed. A lot of people at Howard smoke weed. That's not, that's no problem. But when you want to get into any type of criminal action yourself, you open yourself up to the criminal act coming against you. Um, Number two, your peer group. You have to watch out. You know, everybody has friends and they look at it as, my friends aren't going to hurt me. But we all know sometimes your best friend can be the one that stabs you in the back. Um, as such, make sure you're in a group that's like-minded as yourself. If you like to party, do the parties, but know what their what their limitations and what they're capable of. You don't want yourself caught up in trouble behind someone you're hanging with. This is a point in your life when you're finally branching out, doing something, and being an individual. Um, and don't allow someone else's actions to ruin that for you. Remember why you're there at the end of the day. Um, and the final little tidbit I want to share with y'all on how not to be a victim at Howard is your relationship with the administration. This is at every level, whether it be uh, student accounts, uh, office scholarships, residence life. You have to know how to work in the administrative world of Howard University. Being such, they don't give a damn about you. or anything else. Most of the people there that I met in administration, it's a job. They're there to do their 9 to 5, or however long they're gonna be there, and your concern isn't theirs. Um, so you have to keep track of everything. You don't want to be purged because you paid your account, but they don't have a record of it, and you didn't make a copy of the receipt, or you threw the receipt away. Keep all your documents in Howard. Anything they give you that has your name, your signature on, keep that. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to, you don't want to mess that up. You know, like I said, the administration is not there to cater to you. Some schools, the administration, has their arms wide open, but uh, honestly, the administration at Howard is plagued by incompetence. Um, they're most of the time they're gonna be the reason why, and you have to take everybody has to take, accept personal responsibility in the actions and the repercussions of those actions. But a lot of times they'll be the reason why you don't graduate, or you don't rather graduate on time, or uh, you get purged. Um, you can't get a class into a class that you need. That's gonna be what it is. Make sure you're always on time. If there's a deadline for something, make sure you have it done early ahead of time. You don't want to be looking back trying to rush to get something done, um, because they'll never accept responsibility for any mistake they make. It'll be, oh well, uh, we're overburdened by the demand, or what have you. If you're on a scholarship, continuously check the status of that scholarship. Make sure that money is going to the office. Sometimes they won't apply your scholarship for God knows how long, and you don't want to go through the whole semester and then it not count. But you know that's what I think. Those are the three main things to keep yourself from being victimized. This is a response to I can't remember the name. I'll put it in the annotation. But yeah, brother asked me if people really got robbed and everything like that, and I just felt like I should make this video. Overall, uh, my time at Howard was pretty peaceful. My main problem is the administration and not having any money to survive. But, that was me. As far as the whole crime element in DC, I walked down the street with my head up high. You know, I didn't make myself a target. Don't make yourself a target, and you'll be fine. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, uh, hit me up, comment, rate, subscribe, like always. Peace, love, and hair grease. And yeah, the part's back out in style.